Hey guys, WRockMCK here, and this is the answer to all of your questions. Now, every single question is going to be popped up on the screen, that way I don't butcher anyone's channel name. I don't want that to happen. I want everyone to at least have equal viewing of their questions, that way people can check out the channels afterwards. So let's get into the first one. So the Shield reunion it's gonna happen, set in stone after what we saw last Monday night on Raw. I'm very pleased with what they're doing it. I think they're doing this mainly to get Roman over as a face. Do I think it will work? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, everyone loves the Shield to the point where if you hate Roman Reigns, you love the Shield. So, truthfully, I do think having the Shield back together is going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to it. I'm more excited to see the merch that's going to come out with it and everything for the Shield. I love the Shield. Those are my guys. As soon as they came out, I'm like, Seth, Dean, Roman, boom. I love them, man. I used to get tickets where I knew they would walk down. I saw them on a SmackDown and a Raw, and I got tickets on the side they walked down both times. I would not get tickets anyplace else in that arena just so I can see them walk down right next to me. So yeah, I am very excited for the Shield's reunion. Yes, I am a big fan of Kevin Owens. I met him in 2013, 14, one of those 2 years. I met him at a 2CW show, and it was amazing. He was so nice. I was a photographer that day, and I was asked to take just, regular photos of wrestlers, like kind of like screenshots for him and everything. And he had just got it done by some other person, and he said that he didn't want to waste my time, that he just had it done, so it wouldn't really be worth it to him. And I said, sorry about that. Good luck for your match tonight. And I was looking at his merch, and he was like, oh, so you're a fan? And I'm like, yeah, of course, I followed you on ROH. And I said, is there any way I can get a picture with you? He goes, yeah, sure. And he literally walked out from around the table, gave me a hug, took a picture with me. Sweetest guy you could ever meet. He was so nice to me. I love Kevin Owens. I think what he's doing right now is amazing. He's a phenomenal heel. With Sami Zayn doing that turn, man. Sami, Kevin, tag team. Usos, better watch out. They're coming for those belts. So the Hall of Fame for the people who have some of the most controversial deaths in wrestling, Chris Benoit and Owen Hart. I see Owen Hart going in 3-4 years from now, maybe. I don't see him going in anytime soon, though, sadly. They put their DVD out. That was a huge step for them to get that DVD out. I think once we see maybe Owen Hart's shirt, or maybe them pushing a little bit more for it, we could see him going into inductee. I think if they ever do a WrestleMania in Canada, 100% he will go in. But as of right now, I don't see him going in for a couple years. But I do believe Owen Hart will go in eventually. Probably a Canadian WrestleMania, I could see it more happening. For Chris Benoit, I don't think they're ever going to put this guy in. I think he's incredible talent in the ring, and I have... as a performer, I have all the respect for him. I think he was a mastermind in the ring, and he was like an Eddie Guerrero. He could go out without calling any part of the match, get in the ring, and just make that match magic. And I think that was what made a lot of people, love Chris Benoit. As what he did outside the wrestling ring, I mean, he did what he did, and that's gonna kill his legacy. Do I think Vince will ever allow that in the Hall of Fame? No, of course not. Vince doesn't even allow it on the network. When Chris Benoit was first added onto networks, they had to take it down. When Chris Benoit made it into the Raw 20th anniversary DVD set, people were freaking out that he actually finally made it into something WWE again. And then right afterwards, I think they actually canceled a couple of those and reprinted them out without his matches in it. So WWE is still, really kind of erasing from his legacy. And, I mean, the fact that they don't acknowledge that he was at WrestleMania 20 and that he, won the belt and all that kind of stuff, I just don't see it ever happening. So, yeah, Chris Benoit, unfortunately, he's never going to go into the Hall of Fame. Yes, I am on Twitter. All social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, I think that's really all I have, and YouTube. It's all WWE Rocker MCK. It's a picture of me and another wrestler. I'm pretty sure it's all me and the Hardy Boys, or I think it may have me and AJ Styles on Instagram. It never really changes. It's kind of the same picture, me. I don't post a lot on Twitter. I do reply to people on Twitter, and I do read everything that people write. Instagram, I'm just kind of learning Instagram. I'm kind of those people that, like, I let the trend phase out and then I get into it, so I'm really behind on Instagram still. But yeah, I do have it too. I started watching wrestling in 2010. I started watching the week before Royal Rumble, when Edge made his return. I turned into the very end of SmackDown, and it was a promo where Rey Mysterio and Undertaker was going at it, and I thought it was hilarious that Rey Mysterio was so short and Undertaker was so tall, and his face landed up in his man boob. So yeah, that's what got me into wrestling. It's a weird story. I do like the old school wing angle, but I also love the Intercontinental Championship with that white strap. That looks really nice there. But honestly, if I had to say my favorite one is the new NXT Championship belt. It just looks phenomenal. The detail in it, and also UK belt. The amount of detail they put into that belt, and they never have it on the show. That belt is phenomenal. So, I would probably have to go with the NXT Championship belt as of this moment. Maybe a little bit hard one. Currently in the 2000s, maybe more current Finn kind of voice, always have him be the demon. That would be kind of cool idea to go through. In the 90s, there's so many people who just stood out and they didn't even need a mouthpiece, so I don't know if that would be the best to do. I would have loved to have been able to do something with Shawn Michaels. That would have been so cool. Triple H, be where Stephanie was. That would have been a cool case scenario too. And in the 80s, probably the Warrior. Maybe, I mean, he was a fantastic mouthpiece, but at the same exact time, his promos didn't really lead up to anything. Like, if you were to watch a promo and literally listen to every word he said, it didn't make sense. So I maybe would have been a mouthpiece for Warrior in the 80s. This is definitely a really good question. For roommate wise, I would definitely want someone cool. Probably Xavier Woods. He's a gamer. I'm a gamer. I love video games. I can game 24/7 if I need to. So I would definitely go Xavier Woods. He's a huge anime fan. I'm a ginormous anime fan. And on top of that, he's a wrestling fan. So I would do Woods all the way there. Definitely the Ascension. All the way. Those are my dudes. I love them since NXT. Ascension, they're gonna have the belt. Clones, I don't even know where they are right now. So Ascension, I mean, with Breezango, so they have a little bit of edge. Hopefully they actually turn back to the hardcore gimmick, but I am a big fan of AJ Lee. I like AJ Lee because she was first ever female to have merchandise, which then kickstarted everyone to be able to have merchandise, and I think that was amazing that she was the first ever wrestler to do that. I am getting her book soon, probably in a couple, like maybe like a month or so. I'm really excited about it. Just read about her life. I am a big fan of AJ Lee. I mean, honestly, there was only a couple wrestlers in the 2000s, 2012s I really cared to ever watch, and it was Beth Phoenix, Natalya, and AJ. Those were always up there for me, and AJ was someone who put on an amazing match. Would be amazingly thrilled if she returned. I would love to see the return with CM Punk and maybe do like a power duo, but I know Punk would never return. AJ as herself would be amazing. Have her come back. I want her to defeat the longest reigning championship reign, regain that title, regain that glory of being that. Would be awesome. The WWE Network is the best deal you're gonna get, honestly. I think it's amazing. I watch everything. I watch every new show they put on there. I watch the stories, the Table for Three, the 24, all the pay-per-views. NXT I watch a lot. Honestly, if I'm gonna say if they want more content on the more original stuff, Ride Along, I love that kind of stuff to watch. I know they're thinking about putting out a special where it's just like the history of the superstars. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I would want to see a lot more 24s, more like documentary based. That would be amazing. I would just want more like reality shows. I think when they have Swerve, that was so fun. And I really want a Camp WWE season 2. Please, network, make it happen. Camp WWE, I have watched so many times. It's so funny. So yeah, I love the network. If you don't have the network, just get it. It's worth it. I mean, you don't have to worry about streaming the pay-per-views anymore. It's $10 a month, and it's worth every penny you're gonna get. Reviews, sure. I mean, I can do them. As soon as there's a new one. There might be a new one after Raw tonight. There typically is one after Monday Night Raw. So yeah, whenever there's a new show, I'll try it out for 3 or 4 shows, and If everything gets, I would say if it gets over 10 views per review, then I'm going to keep it up. So yeah, along if I am getting the views, I will start reviewing everything on the network. I did used to do that, by the way, but the views just kind of sunk down and no one was watching them, so I stopped. Maybe we'll bring it back. This figure, I really had to look through every figure I had because I have just a lot of elites, but I was remembering this one. And it's a classic superstar. The only classic superstar I have. Yes, I know most of it would be a fan of Vince Martinez or like uber nerds about this stuff. And I found this one at a store called Toying Around. What is it? I think the price tag, if I can find the price tag, $44. Definitely the most expensive figure I've ever bought. So here it is. It is the, I guess it's just 3 people. The Undertaker, Kane, and Paul Bearer. You can tell it's a little damaged up there and on the sides. I mean, underneath, I mean, it's dusty, even though I've dusted this thing off like 50 times. It's just a dust magnet for some weird reason. So yeah, Undertaker, Kane, Paul Bearer. I love how it also comes with a coffin there. That is amazing. These are also known as a Championship Limited Edition Champion Series. So yeah, that is my rarest figure. And last question, last one on this list, last one you guys asked. So here we go. To end this, will the Hardy Boys split up? Eventually, yes. I see Jeff getting the belts. I see Matt staying mid-card, Jeff going right up to the top of the card. They need a couple more main eventers. I think once Brock leaves after WrestleMania this year, I 100% think Brock's done. Like, I have no doubt he's leaving after this Mania. I don't think he's going to come back. So I think Jeff's going to split, and Jeff's going to go to the mid-card. Matt's going to go to, Jeff's going to go to the upper card. Matt's going to stay mid-card. I see Matt winning the U.S. Intercontinental Champion, those kind of belts. I also think if he brings a broken gimmick and he gets good enough, the rivalry between Matt and Jeff for a broken gimmick versus Sane, that would be amazing. I would love to see that. So yeah, I think they're going to split eventually, maybe a year or 2 from now. Jeff's injured into WrestleMania. I mean, it's not even looking like he's going to make it back to WrestleMania right now. So I think if Matt goes out and does his own thing right now and is actually going really successful, I would say after Jeff comes back, maybe they win the belts and Jeff costs them the belts and the broken gimmick comes out. So I think eventually they'll split, maybe a year or 2. So yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed all my answers to your questions. Thank you so much. I got 14 questions. I answered all of them for you guys. So make sure to like this video and subscribe because as always, more to come.